Hey everybody, welcome back to my Grow Like a Pro YouTube channel. Today is March the 14th, 2023, and we are going to get to planting these cantaloupe seeds. So just as a refresher, these cantaloupe seeds I harvested back in 2016. So as I open this, today is the 14th, and I started these off on the 9th of March. So that is 5 days ago today. So yesterday evening I showed you these, and we're going to open them up again, and you're going to see just in a 24-hour period how much more growth these things have had. It's unbelievable. Look at that. Let's get this little guy out. Look at that. Amazing. So what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I miscounted yesterday. I thought there were 18, but there are 19. And guess what? Every single one of them has sprouted now. You can see this is probably the one that didn't sprout yesterday. And you can actually see it has also sprouted. So there is 100% success rate. And these here are ready to get planted, so that's what we're going to do next. So I've just filled up one of these little containers that I got last year when I bought flowers. So whenever you get flowers and you get these little containers, don't throw them out because you can repurpose them. I'll just make a little bit of a hole for each one of these. I'm going to do 12 like this, and then I think I'm going to do a few in the little pods. I've got these little pods here. I'm going to try a few of those as well. And I just brought this soil in this morning. It was actually frozen in the garage all winter. And it was hard as a rock. I had to scrape it, and I finally got enough out to get this done. And now I've got the big bucket of soil inside. I was smart enough to do that, take it out of some soil last autumn before the freezing cold came, so that I would have enough soil to plant in the spring. Because in my section right now, if I went to the store, you wouldn't be able to find any kind of soil yet. They don't even have garden hoses out yet. It really depends on your area. And we're supposed to be getting a huge snowstorm coming on Friday, up to 30 centimeters of snow. And so what I'm doing here, you want to make sure that the tail or the root of the plant is down. And just be really careful that you don't break it. You can actually see the leaves are starting on some of these. How many have I done? I've got one left here. So you don't want to go too far, just get them down. Just enough. You don't want to break that root if you can. Just try to get it in like that. And then you just want to come around and just cover it in. You don't want the root exposed to too much light, so make sure that you cover that root right up, but do not cover the top of that seed. We want to make sure that it's exposed to a little bit of light. And just like that. I missed one right there, didn't I? Yep. We'll just open that one up. And grab another one. And at this point, I don't know if I've started these off too early. I may have. Thankfully, I have so many seeds, I can redo this process, and it's not a big deal. I don't know how long our weather is going to stay like this, because I do need to have some natural sunlight and enough heat during the day where these plants can get a little bit of love. So we're going to see. I may have planted these a little bit too early, you know, about 2 weeks too early, but we'll see. So that's good, just like that. And then all you want to do, just get a little sprayer, a little water sprayer, and just make sure that these are hydrated. And that is good, just like that. So what do we have here? 3, 4, 12. So we've got 12, and then I've got these ones here. So I'll just cover these back up, and then I'll start some off in these little refill little pellets things. So I have 7 seeds left. I've decided to use these. I got these at Home Depot, about $6 for 36. And you can see what they look like inside the box. Now if you look at these, you see one side looks like that, the other looks like that. There's a little hole. This is going to turn into a big mesh once it expands. So this is the bottom, that's the top. So these are fun to work with. Just get some water into a bowl. And then, this is where the magic and the fun starts. You just drop these in there. I'll do 4, maybe these are gonna expand quite a bit. Anyway, we'll just let them go like that, and then we'll come back. So this is about 5 minutes later. I did have to add another couple of shots of water in here. You can see now they are fully expanded, nice and plump, full of water, and you can see the difference between them. And these are ready to go, so I'm just going to bring them out, and then I'll just throw the other ones in and get those going. And then we'll come back and we'll finish off the video. So these ones here are also fully hydrated at this point. That's good. I also gave the seeds a little bit of water. And now you're simply going to place them inside. So you can see there's the bottom. That's closed off with the mesh. And then the opening is all ready for you. So you just want to basically get something in there. Use anything you have. Just get that little opening. Any technique that you want to do. And the most important thing with this is that they have to have light, and you really have to be on top of checking these to make sure that they don't dry out. And then I'm just gonna, oh, look at that, wow. You probably are gonna break some of these little roots. Just try to get them in there nice and easily, nice and gently. Once they're in there, you just push that soil around them, nice and gentle, and there we go, just like that. Just make sure you don't bury the whole thing. The shorter the tail, the easier it is. Just get it right in there like that, and then just push it in. What happened last year is I started these off much too late. I do have videos of that, and what happened was I stopped filming because I have a lot of deer that go through my property, and one night they just decided to have a nice little feast and they ate all the plants, and then the plants just never really recovered. They were just done. So it was quite sad because I had put a lot of time into getting the seeds going and then only to be eaten up by the deer. So this year I think I'm going to build a little enclosure, and that will stop the deer. We'll just get that right in like that. That looks good. So I will keep you up to date on these. We've got, oh, these are really, well, that one there's not too bad. It's that last one. I think that was the slow starter from the last video. That looks good. And then our last one. So it will be very interesting to see how these progress in the next couple of days. And I will film it because it's always fun to film at the beginning. You know, it's not too interesting once the plants are you know, have leaves and stuff, and It's just, you know, it's more, I don't know, you just see more action at the beginning of the plant's life. So that's it. And this is my little process for all of the seeds that I will germinate this season. So there we go. So that's it for this really fast video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you wish. I really do appreciate it. And if you love to bake, make sure you check me out on my baking channel over at Bake Like a Pro. So that's it. I'll catch you on the next one.